I recently graduated college with a degree in cinema and photography. So I've kind of been through it all when it comes to, being a film student and all that. So since I've had my experience, I've kind of decided that I'd like to make a video breaking down some of the tips and tricks of what I've learned as a film student. So after being a student in school for film and photography, there's a lot of mistakes that I made, and I want to help other people avoid making the same mistakes that I made, so then you can have a better run and learn a lot more than I did. If you're interested in this topic, please feel free to take a moment to like and subscribe and hit the bell. Then you can be notified on any other similar kind of videos to this. My number one tip and my favorite one is that I really wish that I would have taken better advantage of the amenities that were offered to me. Just remember that if you're paying for school, you're paying for all the amenities that are involved. So you might as well just go ahead and take advantage of them as they're offered. It may seem slightly disconnected and kind of random, but definitely make sure that you're taking advantage of the dining hall and the gym. And I mean, like I said, it sounds disconnected, but it's really not, because one of the most important things is just taking care of your health, just as a person and a photographer as well. Especially when you're planning to carry like all this heavy gear and have, gimbals and tripods and camera bags and all that stuff. It really, really helps being able to be fit and just taking care of your health. It really can be easy to overlook, but if you have like an equipment cage or something along those lines where you can rent out gear, that's a major asset, and it's not really something that you'll get anywhere in life outside of like a school environment. So if you have access to gear and equipment, make sure that you're taking advantage of it. And I would recommend, even if it's like not even the most important gear, I'd say try to use every single thing that you possibly can, just so that you can get the experience and learn about it and learn how to use things. It really never hurts to just experiment with stuff and play with things, even if you don't need them that bad. It never hurts just to get your hands on stuff like that. Another major amenity that's often overlooked is the library. I know libraries can be thought of as boring and kind of like useless these days, but the truth is that the library can really provide a good space. It can be quiet, and so it gives you a place to think and maybe write scripts and stuff like that. Another major benefit is that a lot of times they have pretty decent computers there that you can work on. Another major amenity that the library can present for students is that they have a lot of movies there that you can rent out for free. So if you're a film student and you're wanting to learn about movies and stuff, one of the best ways to go about that is just to watch movies. And so having movies readily available without having to pay for them is really, really nice. My next tip would just be not to limit yourself to the resources and the department that you're in. Make sure that you're really expanding outward. If you're a photo student, make sure that you're dipping into the video area a little bit. If you're a video student, do vice versa. A lot of times there can be like a photo cage and a video cage, and you can actually get access to the other department's resources if you just go over there and ask. Also, don't just constrain yourself to the classes that go with your major. If you're interested and you want experience like elsewhere, make sure that you kind of dabble in photography and journalism and business and all those different areas too. Now that I'm done with school, I've been trying to start a business, and I wish I would have taken more classes in some of those different areas. And my third tip is just to make sure that you're really networking like crazy. And when I mean like crazy, I mean like crazy. Even if you're not the most social person, you got to make sure that you're making connections, especially with your classmates. It's incredibly important to remember that your classmates today are going to be professionals tomorrow. And what I mean by that is that, you have these classmates, maybe they're not the best at what they do and stuff, but a few years down the line, they're going to be working in the field. And one of the best ways to get work in the creative industry is to know people. Even if that person maybe doesn't end up working in the same field as you, or maybe they aren't even studying the same thing as you, it's still good to know people in all the additional fields just in case an opportunity rolls around where you do need that connection. Another thing is when summers roll around, it's cool to take time and have some fun and all that, but make sure that you're trying to get some internships as well. If you could have an internship each summer, that'd be a great experience for you, especially once you're done with school and need a portfolio. A lot of times when you're in school, it can feel like you're not learning all the things that you want to be learning, and that can be frustrating. And one of the best ways to learn more outside of school is doing internships. You know, a lot of the time an internship can be a direct gateway to getting a job after school. So just to kind of recite my main points, make sure that you are taking advantage of your amenities. Make sure that you are exploring all the different departments that you possibly can, using all their resources. And also make sure that you're connecting with other people, creating great connections. That's one of the biggest things that you can do. I just wanted to create this video to kind of help the next generation of filmmakers and photographers, and just kind of help you avoid some of the mistakes that I made so that you don't have to waste your time making the same ones. If you've made it all the way to the end of this video, I can't even begin to explain to you how much I appreciate that and how much I appreciate you and your time. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Or wait, that's the same thing. Like and subscribe and hit the bell. That'll help me continue to make content like this, helping other people. So really appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a great one.